Yo, what's up? Oh my goodness, yeah? Good morning, good morning. Alright, so let's get the, let's see over here, okay, let's see, okay. Let's get this up. Alright, dear blah blah blah. does peace look like? Diversion. Tingling. And so I think you understand this. That was a lot of disease. They don't care. Also with Palm African music. That the speakers. Look it up. I challenge you. Okay, let's see. Where is this? Is there an email here? Uh-huh. do this. Wow. 50? Oh man, it's a lot. Oh well. Good thing I don't mind working hard. Let's go. wow, Eritrea has its own country? Wow, I thought it was Ethiopia. Interesting. I did not know they had achieved their own country. Interesting. Whatever. Fuck. There's no fucking justice for me. Okay, let's see. Email. Should I email the U.S. Embassy in Moscow? Fuck it, let's do it. You get it too. You guys should know about what the fuck is going on here in the States, and if you guys are fucking allowing this fucking bullshit to go down, yeah, they have all the money. Fuck it. Why would I email the State Department? They're just gonna fuck me up. They don't give a fuck about me. Whatever. I'm so frustrated, man. I'm just so frustrated, man. Well, I don't know what that is. Okay. Just do it all up. We're not gonna get justice unless we do it ourselves. Oh well. Okay. India, Japan, USSR. What's that? That's DC. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't need to be in New York. DC is okay. Kazakhstan. You know what's a good idea? Yeah. Who cares? We can just run over, Asian American. You know what I mean? We don't need to fucking give him justice. We can just run over him and take all the money for the anti-war movement. And, those Asian Americans are so weak. You could just run them the fuck over. We're already fucking their bitches and shit, you know what I mean? Like, why can't we do this? Okay. Alright. You think I'm stupid, huh? You think I'm lazy, huh? Okay. Well, no surprise. No surprise. None. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. Mm-hmm. Australia. Wow. Is this? I thought it was Indonesia. That's state gov. What? Y'all got yourselves a U.S. state address? .gov? Y'all man funny. Oh, that's the U.S. Embassy. Okay. Yeah, it's about Indonesia. Oh, you know what? All the United Nations coming into town. This is a great opportunity for us. I gotta contact my boys and be like, yo, what's up? Let's make some stuff happen, man. Done. Okay. You know, it'd be fucking really cool to meet with people from Korea. They don't want to fucking die. That's my life. Whatever. Whatever. Oh well. I'm gonna email freaking every single country in Africa and Asia and let them know about the hypocrisy in the anti-war movement. Fuck you. That's what I have to say right now. Who cares about the war victims? Who cares about the community? Fuck you. We ain't gonna get help. Fuck you. Yep. We ain't gonna get help. Hell no. Hell no. We ain't gonna get help. Fuck you. No. Oh, wait. Well. They have an AOL account. That's pretty funny. Afghanistan has an AOL account. That's pretty funny. Wait. I thought it was a little strange. Okay, Yemen. They cannot hold their wealthy friends accountable, yeah. Turkmenistan? Why do I know absolutely nothing about Turkmenistan? Let's watch a video about it. I've never heard of this country. Turkmenistan? What is that? Wow, it's actually a thing. Okay. The North Korea. Wow, okay. Really? Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Whatever.
This is the Darvaza gas crater in Turkmenistan, a man-made abyss that the Soviets, in their quest for oil, accidentally opened in the Karakum Desert as a result of a gas leak. A crater that since 1971 has been engulfed in flames without ever extinguishing for a single day. So, Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is a mix of contrasts, of beauty and mess. This is what you can find online when you search for Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is one of the most remote and inaccessible land in the world. It's a forgotten nation, not to mention its history. What's its capital? Don't look on Wikipedia. I give you 3 seconds to answer. Ashgabat. You got it? Awesome! You're going to Gulag as a reward. What many of you might not know is that Turkmenistan was and is still today one of the most unusual dictatorships ever. But let me explain how they got there. It's history time. Turkmenistan isolation needs to be seen in its geopolitical context. The country is bordered to the south by Iran and Afghanistan, to the north by Kazakhstan, to the northeast by Uzbekistan, and to the west by the Caspian Sea. The Karakum Desert dominates almost all of the country, about 90% of the territory, while in the south a series of mountain ranges form a natural border with Iran and Afghanistan. In the north, the border with Uzbekistan is partly divided by the Amu Darya River, one of the most important water resources in Central Asia. Turkmenistan's river valleys have sustained its civilization since ancient times. Although the region was dominated for many centuries by Turkmen tribes, Turkmenistan as a political entity only emerged in the last century. During the Soviet period, the country was an underdeveloped socialist republic. For the Soviets, Turkmenistan served as a supplier of raw materials, starting from raw cotton fiber, oil and natural gas, its main resources. For the rest, the country was supported by the meager economic aid from the USSR. In boosting cotton production, there was an intense development of the irrigation system, which, however, produced very serious damage to the surrounding environment. The flow of the Amu Darya was redirected to the main desert farms. These only contributed to the drying up of the Aral Lake on the border between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, an environmental disaster that, among other things, fueled disagreements among Central Asian nations over the consumption of natural resources and waterways. With the end of subsidies, the fall of the Soviet Union and the country's independence in 1991, pretty much everything non-related with the gas industry went bankrupt. Unemployment arose, among the highest in the world, more than 60%, and this led the country to export gas at competitive prices in order to face the hegemony of Russia in the area. Once independent, Turkmenistan began celebrating a policy of neutrality. This monument in Ashgabat was the symbol of such neutrality and served the government as a way to create favorable diplomacy with its Central Asian neighbors. Hopefully, this tower was also created to attract the attention of foreign investors. Turkmenistan, after all, needed money. That's basically what everyone needs, come on. It needed money to revitalize the gas industry and establish an emirate state, just like Kuwait did before. With approximately 2.7 trillion cubic meters of natural gas reserves, Turkmenistan was in fact the second largest producer in the former Soviet Union and is currently the 9th largest producer globally. A share that could let Turkmenistan achieve incredible economic development in an ideal world. However, after independence, the government of Turkmenistan was never eager to implement serious reforms, for example by liberalizing prices and allowing a real private sector to emerge. Despite some improvements in recent years, a large part of the population still lives below the poverty line, and the economy is fragile and stagnant, contrary to the claims of the country's former president for life, the so-called Turkmenbashi, a title which means literally father of all Turkmens. According to Turkmenbashi and his annual reports, the national growth rate was 20% in August 2006. I smell something rotten in here. Based on the official versions, the president died of a heart attack a few months later. According to others, he was poisoned. What's certain is that he had no way of appreciating the benefits that this alleged 20% growth rate would have had on the country. But the real question is, who's Saparmiryat Niyazov, aka Turkmenbashi, and why is he so important for all of us? Well, maybe not all of us. Was he a megalomaniac dictator? a liar, a madman in power, a shrewd calculator who leveraged national symbolism.
But he is not a porn star!
To answer these questions, all it takes is a simple yes. Let's see why. Every single year on September 12th, the citizens of Turkmenistan gather to celebrate Runama Day, the national holiday honoring the Runama, literally the Book of the Soul, a work of spiritual teachings addressed to the nation and written by the president himself, or by one of his fellow ghostwriters. But never say never. Niyazov was a poet, after all, and a dictator. In 2002, in the capital Ashgabat, a massive statue of the book was raised, and every evening at 8 o'clock, the cover was raised and opened to the public. In the main square, an audio recording of some passages, together with a video projected on the page of the book, was broadcasted. Building huge statues was one of Turkmenbashi's main obsessions. Even better if these huge statues were covered in gold and were dedicated to him. And recently also to his dog. Yep. This fixation was so strong that Turkmenbashi imposed that they were spread in all the cities of the nation. Referring to this obsession, Niyazov repeatedly stressed that it wasn't due to reasons of megalomania, but simply because it was the Turkmen people who wanted them all over the country. Reverse psychology at its finest. Another interesting case of Niyazov mentality was the New Year's Eve of 1999, when every citizen of Ashgabat was given a watch with a picture of the president himself. Our dear Berlusconi did the same in Italy in 1999 when he gave us a calculator to calculate the euro-lira exchange rate. I see no difference at all. Niyazov's strange policies served as a way to emphasize the Turkmen national symbolism, to the point that many foreign commentators described Turkmenistan under Niyazov as a fascist state inserted in a post-Soviet space. Niyazov transferred Soviet ideology to secure the narrative of a Turkmen national superiority. In his Runama, Niyazov argued that Turkmen national development began more than 5,000 years ago. And, as he said, Turkmenistan can now live separate and isolated from other states while maintaining its traditions and customs. This was the turning point for Turkmenistan, when it began to look more like North Korea than Russia. In every place, the words and the most striking quotations of the glorious leader, as he was called, were inscribed on walls, plates and billboards. A series of great public monuments exalted his virtues. Cities, dams, roads, libraries and schools, all named and built in his honor. Knowledge of the main chapters of Runama was demanded not only from government officials, but also from ordinary people. For instance, people were required to repeat some of the Runama quotes when taking the driving license test. To ensure that Turkmen would not lose sight of their glorious leader in their daily activities, Turkmenbashi invented another way to remind citizens of his presence. He declared that every month of the year should be renamed. January was named Turkmenbashi in his honor, while April was named in memory of his mother, Gurban Sultan. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but in Turkmenistan, worshipping family members was and still is in fact one of the hallmarks of the regime, much more than in other neighboring countries. Before becoming known as Turkmenbashi and as the spiritual father of the country, Niyazov was one of the many faceless, grey and anonymous local party bureaucrats, a staunch supporter of the
As Sri Lanka struggles to recover from its worst economic crisis in decades, its people are leaving for better opportunities abroad. Government figures suggest some 122,000 people have left the country till May this year, the same number that left the country in all of 2021. Faced with rising prices and growing poverty, their reasons for leaving are quite evident.
Wow, Egypt and rice, that's pretty
Lentils and
badass.
rice is all this couple can afford, and they often have to skip meals. Sri Lanka's chronic economic crisis has hit them hard. Retired accountant Milton Pereira says over the last year the situation has become more difficult.
Last year we had money, but no goods. Now there are goods, but we don't have money. This year the price of goods has increased significantly compared to last year.
Pereira's family lives in a working class area of Colombo. They say life has become unaffordable. The government has removed subsidies on utilities, doubling their water and electricity bills. Pereira's home is also damp due to leaks from the water line, but municipal authorities have no funds left to fix it. Yet, the couple's biggest worry is expensive medicines. Pereira has chronic
This is
asthma,
probably a
and
mistake.
public
Oh my
hospitals
God.
used to provide free medicines, but the government program has now been scrapped.
An inhaler costs around 2,500 rupees, so I didn't buy him one because we don't have enough money.
Oh well.
We used to get medicines for free. Now, they tell us to buy it from the pharmacy. Only a small amount of medicines are available for free.
Last year, inflation, lack of basic necessities, and crippling international
Not
debts
free, bitch.
triggered nationwide protests. Former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa was forced to flee the country. He has since returned under tight security, but things have worsened in the meantime for ordinary people. Rajapaksa's successor Ranil Wickremesinghe is hoping to get the economy back on track with an IMF bailout worth $2.9 billion.
Too comfortable.
The program
video
imposes
games,
tough
shit,
measures,
fuck it.
increased taxes, removal of subsidies, all in all, more burden for citizens.
If we are comparing with 2022, April, May, at least there's availability of essential goods like fuel and electricity. But more importantly, if you look at the poverty numbers, it has we have added 4 million new people below the poverty line.
Government officials are pinning their hopes on the IMF program to end Sri Lanka's crisis in 2 to 4 years.
And joining me now for more from the Sri Lankan capital, Colombo, is human rights activist Ambika Satkunanathan. She's also currently chairperson of the independent grant-making organization, the Neelam Tiruchelvam Trust. Ambika, a year
think they
on
exist
from the
anymore.
storming
I
of the
think it's China now.
presidential palace, Gotabaya Rajapaksa is back in the country, prices of essentials remain high, and debt relief is a work in progress. What has Sri Lanka's people power revolution achieved?
Well, what it has achieved is that certain things are different and certain things still
Fuck you, I
remain
don't
the
care.
same. So what we see different are we don't have the electricity cuts
Like
anymore. We don't
fucking
have the fuel queues. There is the IMF package that has come, and
Oh,
it
yeah, I'm
has
shit
been
fucking-
reported
yeah, we
that
know.
inflation
Aren't you in the
has come
fucking
down.
video
It's
laughing?
12%
Fuck you,
generally,
bitch.
4.1%
Funny,
where
right? Yeah.
food items are concerned. So those are things that people could say, and they are saying illustrate stability.
Yeah, it don't matter.
But at
Fuck
the
it now.
same time, what we do see is that the government is pretty much the same that we had even during the people's struggle, the Aragalaya. And
Like that, he's like, yeah.
but it is the same members, which means you do still have the problems with governance, you do have corruption, and you have the government attempting to pass repressive laws like the anti-terrorism bill,
Just-
like the broadcasting
She
authority
fucking
bill,
has
which
spinal
seemed
problems and shit, yeah.
tailored to
She has spinal
stifle
problems and shit.
dissent, to stifle
Fuck it.
political activity and criticism of the government, and the massive
spinal
security structure which exists.
Oh
And they said
yeah,
they
we
are
finished
going to,
Asia. Oh, we're
as
gonna go for
part
Africa
of
now. Oh, fuck that, yeah.
downsizing as part of this IMF restructuring, etc. That they
If
do
I
plan
wasn't
to
this much in
downsize,
pain,
or
I
they
wouldn't
call
work this fucking
right-size
hard.
the
Fuck it.
military, but we don't see that in practice yet. And the surveillance arm, the harassment, I tweeted about it even yesterday, yet another incident where the military exercises powers that it does not have to try to monitor, surveil and harass civilians and stifle dissent.
India?
Let's just talk about the political
Wait,
part
that
of
looks
things.
like it's
Ranil
India.
Wickremesinghe,
Why is
the
it?
current
Is that?
president,
What is that?
You make it sound like the government under him is much the same as
What
it
is that?
was under Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who was top of
India.
last year.
Yeah, they're in India. Interesting.
Absolutely, it
Interesting.
is very much the same. It is the same people from Gotabaya Rajapaksa's political
Very
party
interesting.
because it
Yes,
was
you just
they
learn
who
all kinds of
voted
interesting
in
shit doing this
Parliament
stuff.
to elect Ranil
How
Wickremesinghe
is
as
Congo
president.
getting their stuff
He wasn't
posted in
voted in
India?
by the public according
Oh,
to the
well, it's just
constitution.
weird.
After the president
Whatever.
resigned, he was voted in by Gotabaya Rajapaksa's party, which means he's still beholden to them. Just yesterday, last couple of days again, we've seen news reports that they plan to give more perks, positions, and maybe ministerial portfolios to persons from Gotabaya's Rajapaksa's party. So pretty much, it's business as usual in some ways.
Gotabaya Rajapaksa was blamed for the economic crisis that Sri Lanka found itself in, and not just him, other members of his family who were also in government, including Mahinda Rajapaksa, his brother.
Uganda.
Is there any sense of accountability? Does it appear that Gotabaya Rajapaksa and the government, the previous government at least officially, will be held to task?
Well, let me give you an example of it. There's a parliamentary select committee that has been established to look into the economic crisis, the causes of the economic crisis. And the persons who are members of this committee are all people mainly from the Sri Lanka Posijana Peramuna, which is Gotabaya Rajapaksa's party. And we do see Nama Rajapaksa, the son of the former president Mahinda Rajapaksa, also increasingly coming into the public sphere. We see them trying to re-establish themselves and enabled by President Ranil Wickremesinghe. So hence accountability, I would say, is really a pipe dream. And
I remember talking to you last year around the time that these protests were occurring, and I remember us discussing this mood amongst the protesters, at least, that there is perhaps.
The Sahara Desert, one of the harshest climates in the world. A huge expanse of unforgiving rock, scrub and sand the size of Europe. To me, it looks like a place of nothingness. But it was from here that a group of desert nomads came to transform the northwest corner of Africa into a vast empire that stretched from the Sahara to Spain. What started with one man's mission grew into a kingdom which lasted for centuries. Its rulers generated tremendous wealth, created great architecture, and promoted sophisticated ideas in an ordered society. They were called the Berber, and they changed this part of Africa forever. We know less about Africa's past than almost anywhere else on Earth. But the scarcity of written records doesn't mean Africa lacks history. It's found in artifacts, culture, and the traditions of the people. In this series, I'm exploring some of the richest and most vibrant histories in the world.
Nigeria, but Nigeria stop.
I'm here in Morocco
Why is Nigeria
to
here
explore
again?
how a
Wait a
small
minute,
collection
Nigeria.
of Berber nomads created a vast kingdom out of nothing, and how the very forces that created that kingdom ultimately helped to destroy it. '21st century Morocco, a modern Islamic state whose Arab king claims descent from the Prophet Muhammad. He rules over a country with a culture and a history as diverse as its landscape.
Burkina Faso, never heard of that shit.
Morocco has coasts that
Is this
face
even a
the
country? Apparently, it is a war against school. Fuck school, for real. Yeah, I don't like school. Okay, let's see what stuff I do.
ultra rouge maintenant. Donc, il faut se préparer pour d'éventuelles situations d'attaque.
What attacks?
Papa, si c'est notre métier d'enseignant, parce qu'il y a le djihadisme, le terrorisme, on va toujours être enseignant malgré tout, quand bien même on a peur.
Fear has crept into every crevice of this place, through the window shutters, into the school pupils' minds, into every class at Ubse Village School, and deep under the skin of the 16 teachers who are still brave enough to come and teach here.
Quand il y a des mouvements bizarres qui traversent l'école, là, on panique un peu et puis tout de suite on se dessaisit, on se rend compte quand même que c'est pas une attaque, c'est pas une alerte. Quand vous êtes instituteur, c'est très dangereux. Si ce sont ces gars-là qui vous contrôlent, qui trouvent que vous êtes enseignant, c'est pas bon pour vous. Ils sont souvent enlevés, on les décapite, on les tue à l'arme.
Bukare Sawadogo is the head teacher of this school. He's been teaching in the north of Burkina Faso for 25 years. Over the past 3 years, he's had to learn to live with the threat of terrorism hanging over his school.
C'est une guerre culturelle parce que on nous a fait comprendre que c'est les Français qui ne veulent pas, ils veulent instaurer autre langue, l'arabe et autres, tout ça. Ils sont conscients que le travail que nous sommes en train de faire là, c'est pour construire la société de demain et ils ne veulent pas ça. Ils veulent tout détruire. Alors, ils ne nous aiment pas. Nous aussi, on ne les aime pas. Donc, c'est comme ça.
The terrorist groups are waging an all-out war against the schools. They're attacking them, tearing them down, and setting them on fire. A quarter of the country's schools have closed due to pressure from Islamic fundamentalists. 30,000 teachers have fled to refugee camps. 2.5 million children are no longer able to go to school. That's an enormous amount for a country with a population of 20 million. Here, the Islamic fundamentalists' method of warfare is more systematic than in other countries of the Sahel region. Burkina Faso is on the brink of collapse. The presiding military junta has only retained control of 30 to 40% of the country, primarily in its central regions. The rest is controlled by two rival groups, Al-Qaeda and ISIS. The terrorists haven't yet taken the cities, but they're on the attack. They're pursuing the country's military forces and blockading the streets. They're slowly suffocating the land. This is an invisible war. The jihadists are killing and murdering, but not publicizing videos or claiming responsibility. Video footage like this is rare. Reporters are forbidden from entering the areas under the terrorists' control. Kaya is the last city in the north of the country that is still fully controlled by the national military. People wanting to travel further into the north of the country are setting out from the bus station. They're embarking on an uncertain journey. Getting into a bus like this is risky. This one is traveling to Pisila, just 30 kilometers east of Kaya, but in an entirely different world. From here onwards, there's no more army presence. You never know when the jihadists might show up. Aboard the bus, silence. Everyone is holding their breath. Those who are willing to be interviewed would only do so with their faces hidden.
It's impossible.
It is
But
seven
if you
people.
think you're dead,
I'm here, I'm there when I'm that home, number 7. Who really are, don't have the solo one. We live Tassimondo. We are Tassimondo of the late one. When I was on so much. One of what on Lord Peter.
The jihadists may not yet have control of the cities, but it's a different story on the road. They've set up guerrilla-style checkpoints where they collect taxes and keep tabs on people.
When did Mamma Bunny Gabba, you're the Lord Peter, Dorothy Yali. Aramana, Mala, of the Yasa, here, Kayanis, the Tondip Tiana. Yama, Yama, never the bandit in the Nobel. Yeah, I'm not a Peter, let you go. Yeah, never am land of Mobam. Roman, you went by Yab. La, a devil and sick. Voila, Larka.
2 hours later, they finally reach their destination. Pisila is an occupied town with a population of 10,000. Pisila is a strategic stronghold and gateway to the country's eastern regions. The town is attacked on a weekly basis. Simon Nabalou survived an attack just last week. He's a member of the city council and his life is in danger. The armed group's strategy is to spread fear and terror as they cut cities, towns and villages off from the rest of the country.
On ne peut plus rien faire parce que tout est coupé, on n'a plus de réseau. C'était notre dernier réseau après les autres là qui ont été saccagés à longtemps. Voilà, et ça maintenant c'est le dernier attaque. Voilà, la dernière attaque qui a eu lieu récemment.
The tax authorities have been attacked recently and have now been shut down. The terrorists also attacked the gendarmerie and killed 2 junior officers. All of their targets are state institutions or authorities. Administrative staff face an uncertain future.
Dans la commune maintenant, il n'y avait plus de sécurité et le courant même a été coupé il y a longtemps. Ceux qui étaient là pour nous protéger, non, ils ne sont plus là. On n'a pas les réseaux. Ouais, ils viennent comme ils veulent et puis ils repartent. Ils partent souvent dans des villages, regrouper les gens, faire la prêche et puis ils donnent.
Oh, Eritrea has its own country. What? When did this happen? Interesting.
The list of people who have left is ever growing. The jihadists' countrywide goal is to drive out all those who oppose them. It is alleged that over 10,000 people in the north have already fallen victim to their violence.
What up? Real gangsters.
300 kilometers to the west,
Oh, we almost
in the
done.
middle of the Sahel
Thank
zone,
God.
is a town named Tougan, situated right next to the border with Mali. On the 21st of November, we were there to film a report about one of the schools. It was a quiet morning at first, until 10 o'clock sharp. Shots from Kalashnikovs. Panic breaks out. Hundreds of school pupils and villagers run to take cover.
Ma chérie, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Ils avaient des armes.
School sucks, man.
Ils étaient avec des turbans.
Unfortunately.
Et qu'est-ce qu'ils ont dit?
What is this thing? Okay. What is it? Yeah, what is this?
Mamo is a small town in the center of Guinea, whose residents suffered a tragedy. 30 of my compatriots left from here to go to Europe. From Libya, they got on the same boat, but never landed. This catastrophe has put the city in mourning. Tierno Amadou is one of the shipwrecked. This photo is the couple's only memory of their child.
DJ Booty.
He was only 16.
What is this? They email every fucking country in Asia and Africa. What's really good? Fuck it, let's go. I love email. Thank God this thing came out, man. Yeah. Like they're even gonna read this shit though. Oh well.
so ngin ni wo tigi tigi ko kambe tigi ye yoloy o kambe tigi o motawa en ono mengandi mayde makko nde buyɓe maymi e buy wana kamɓe groupe on ɗo fayda yawɓen ɓe buyɓe maymi
Among the African immigrants coming illegally to France, more than half come from Guinea. Manu is known as the epicenter of the plague corrupting the country. Here, at the train station of Manu, starts their long journey. In 2021, more than 10,000 of them got in taxis going to Senegal or Mali. We want to know if there are still many willing to take the risk after this catastrophe.
This is debatable. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this one is not recognized. Interesting. Okay, let's go on.
We've ni duuɓi tati kono ani mi heɓa alta o to few kon tumaji ko wona ka no yontere ni ma lewru tumaji wara o tiya baali voyage ɓe warata ko
Let's go.
Manu is bleeding. The youth flees poverty and unemployment. More than half of the thousands that left didn't get to the Mediterranean and came back home. In Guinea, they are called the returnees. Near Mamu, in this great garden, I met Hardy and Usman, two returnees. For them, the trip stopped in Libya, where an NGO helped them get back home. In Libya, Hardy experienced slavery.
Pour en fait bouger, en fait se déplacer d'une ville à une autre ou d'un endroit à un autre, il faut que les Arabes te rachètent. Parce que quand ils t'achètent à ce prix, tu dois te racheter à un prix plus élevé. Et après, s'il y a des activités chez lui, par exemple, ou dans son champ, souvent il venait prendre des gens qui pourraient aller le faire. Et ça, c'est sans contrepartie. Au final, tu dois maintenant te racheter pour être libre. Il te torturait le plus souvent pour que tu payes l'argent. En Libye, la guerre a éclaté, ils nous ont directement envoyés en prison. Les conditions de détention étaient très difficiles. D'autres pouvaient faire 2 jours sans manger, voire même 3 jours. Et ça fait que le plus souvent, il y avait des morts dans la prison.
After coming back to Guinea and having suffered the cost of old practices, Hardy and his friend Osman are now seen as pariahs.
mais kanko e goroje makko mo waɗi tomi muɗum waɗi laawa goto on si yeeyi artiɓe fof ɓe timmodiri gal kala ko ɓe yewtara e samadou.
Even if the scars haven't healed, together they are stronger. Hardy became friends with Osman and invested his money in this farm to help him start over and live properly from his job. Since coming back,
stop fossil fuels. Stop fossil fuels. Up there. Theology than any form of extreme justice, fairness, or justice or fairness. All right, let's blast off. I think this is a okay. Get it on. Let's get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Oh man, so let's do a little bit of spell check. Okay. Copy. Copy. Okay. Solidarity. They don't like anti-war, do they? Computers not like anti-war. Alright, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do this again. Okay. Okay, let's go and get the thing here. Wicked man. I could also use my email software. I think I just might do it. I just might do it, man. Let's see. Oh, this will be funny. Let's send it to Tulsi. This will be hilarious. Yeah. Tulsi, you're mad funny. Yeah. Let's see who else we getting at. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking whack every motherfucker, man. Every single country. That's right. Maybe someone will show up. It's possible. Yeah. It's possible. This is hilarious. Yeah. You know, Tulsi's so whack. Yeah. Fuck it. We're gonna BCC Tulsi. Yeah. Because I don't want other people to see her shit. Yeah. But I want her to see this shit. Because you know what? You say you're making the country safer. You're fucking not. Fuck you. Yeah. You're not. I was in with the Sarah too. And let's end with Chris LeJoy. Let's end with the Amazon Labor Union. Fuck it. Yeah. If we don't get it, shut the fuck up. Oh my fucking god. Can't stand this shit. Oh, let's end with the fucking People's Forum. Nah, fuck it, man. They don't give a fuck about this, man. Just send it to Tulsi. I just wanted to have that, yeah. Oh, listen to the RFK campaign, yes. RFK people. Isn't it C.S. Lyons or some shit? Where is that? Well, let's go take a look. We could look at the other one. What was that? Let's see, RFK pack. American Values? Some shit like that. American Values? What was it called again? Well, RFK is getting a lot of money from Republican donors. It is what it is. I just can't say shit about the real stuff. What the fuck is this? fuck it. Well, let's just start the... Well, let's just get the good time. Let the good times roll. Oh, look. Yo, hopefully this don't fucking stop the stream. Okay. Let's go. Oh my fucking god, let's go. I'm gonna send this to Rev Keith too, just so he knows they're getting this, yeah? Don't worry, man. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Kazakhstan, that's fucking crazy over there. Fuck. Fuck, we send the email to Mongolia. Let's go. Fuck it. Man, fuck that. Nah, fuck me, man. Nah, fuck me. Shit, man. I'm a fucking cock. Fuck you, man. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, man. Shit, man. So sick of this shit, man.
Woo!
Man, I'm fucking pissed, man. I'll fucking kill niggas, man. Fucking shit, bro. Yeah, I'm mine. Fuck it. I'm a victim, fuck you, man. All you guys do is be a fucking slime ball. Fuck you, man. Now you're getting rich. Fuck you, man. All you gotta be is a fucking slime ball. You get rich as fuck. $4,000 a fucking month for fucking real condoms. Fuck this guy, man. Yo, this nigga's getting $4,000 a month, man. For what? The bullshit is all over the fucking place, man. Yeah? Niggas getting paid out here. Fuck you, man. Not me. I just get used up till I fucking die. Fuck you, man. Just get used up till I fucking die. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Get used up till I fucking die. Fuck you, man. Fuck.
Who's gonna tell me when? It's too late. Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna pick you up when you fall? Who's gonna hang it up when you call? Who's gonna pay attention to your dreams? Who's gonna plug their ears when you scream? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
Sell out, man. You don't give a shit about me, man. Fuck this bitch, man. You watching anyway. Yo, this bitch not gonna do anything but sell me out, man. Fuck this bitch, man. It's not gonna help.
Who's gonna hold it down when you
Every single country in Africa and Asia. Fuck you, man. I'm gonna get this email. I'm gonna expose all these bitch ass anti-war bullshit, motherfuckers.
can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
Oh, Vietnam, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Vietnam, motherfuckers.
Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
tell you, man.
So true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never in line for dreams. Head over heels when toe to toe.
Fuck that, man.
This is the sound of my soul. This is the sound. I bought a ticket to the world, but now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said.
Literally. I'm this is
On a morning from a Bogart movie, in a country where they turn back time, you go strolling through the crowd like Peter Lorre contemplating a crime. She comes out of the sun in a silk dress, running like a watercolor in the rain. Don't bother asking for explanation, she'll just tell you that she came in the year of the cat. She doesn't give you time for questions as she locks up your arm in hers. And you follow till your sense of which direction completely disappears. By the blue tiled walls near the market stalls, there's a hidden door she leads you to. These days, she says, I feel my life just like a river running through the year of the cat.
George was making like a literally grandma. Little weak.
While she looks at you so coolly, and her eyes shine like the moon in the sea. She comes and says, I'm patchouli. So you take her to find what's waiting inside the year of the cat.
Take a little moment for a little side action right here. Fuck it now. Cheers, man. Fuck it. Cheers.
One morning comes and you're still with her. On the bus and the tourists are gone. And you've thrown away your choice and lost your ticket. So you have to stay on.
All we got is one fight.
But the drumbeat strains of the night remain on the rhythm of the newborn day. You know, sometime you're bound to leave.
I get justice? Why should I get paid? I should be broken a bum. Well, who's gonna be an activist then? Is it gonna be me, or is it gonna be a dude that got the fucking job? He got someone to sleep with and got someone to fucking take care of. Fuck that, man. I'm out here whining and complaining, man. Fuck you. I got shit. Fuck it. Oh, man. Well. About halfway towards finishing Asia. Alright, fuck it. About halfway.